Hello, Thalheimer here. Today, I would like to introduce everyone to my Andy Summers inspired Telecaster. This Telecaster was designed to look and sound very similar, but not exact, to Andy Summers' famous Telecaster he used while he was with the police throughout the 70s and 80s. This guitar was built from a various arrangement of parts, aftermarket parts as well as Fender custom shop parts. The body and neck are all parts. The body is an alder body with a three-color sunburst and white binding on both sides. The neck is a 50s style vintage neck with the soft V contour, and the radius of the neck is also standard vintage like 7.25 radius neck. The frets are also vintage. The nut is bone, and the tuning keys are Kluson style tuning keys. With the pickups and electronics, we have here a Seymour Duncan jazz pickup that has been coil tapped, or coil split. I'm not sure exactly. There is a difference. I just can't remember what that is. But what that means is I have two pickups with a humbucker. When I have the pickups, the selector switch in this position, I have two pickups. If I have it in the second position, I have one pickup. For the bridge pickup, it's a Fender Custom Shop Broadcaster pickup. The bridge is an aftermarket brass that has been chromed over. It's brass saddles and plate, only they've been chromed over, so it looks all silvery-like. The volume is a master volume, standard master volume. The tone pot has a mid-range scoop, which means when I turn the tone knob all the way to the counterclockwise, all mid-range has been scooped out of the sound. Now that's good. I can get a really clean, crisp, acoustic-y type sound from this guitar, or if I have heavy distortion, I can get for some reason, a much thicker, almost Clapton-esque tone, namely with this pickup here. The third knob here, which very similar to Andy Summers, is a preamp. This is an afterburner 20 decibel volume boost, and it's not really meant to be like very crunchy or overdriven. It's more to just boost the signal and give me more volume, especially in the second position and the fourth position. For the second position and the fourth position, because in the second position, the single coil pickup, you're going to lose output when you cut these in half and you remove one of the coils. Today I'm using a Fender Hot Rod DeVille, really nice amp. It's the 212. I'm using the Line 6 Echo Park, which they don't make anymore, but it's a great delay pedal with multiple functions. I could do an entire video just on that pedal alone. I have the Ibanez Stereo Chorus, the classic Boss DS1 distortion, the MXR Zakk Wylde overdrive, which is, for my money, the best overdrive I've ever used, and the MXR Dynacomp compression. These tools are not very complicated, but they are very useful. I like my tools very straightforward. Okay, so this was made from parts and put together by a man named Phil Jacoby out of Philtone Guitars in Baltimore, Maryland. He handcrafted the nut from bone and put the neck on a plek, which makes sure that your neck is properly set up. And he did all the fretwork. These frets were done by all parts, but he went and dressed the frets, and they're perfectly leveled. And so let's get started. So it's an Andy Summers inspired Telecaster, so I thought I would start with trying some Andy Summers police era type sounds. So I'm going to use my delay, my stereo chorus, a little compression, just a little overdrive. I'm going to use the position 4, which is going to be the bridge and a single coil. Bring up the volume. Okay, now for the DS1, and we're gonna make it a little more crunchier, do a little message in a bottle. When you've got a Telecaster like this, you have to play message in a bottle. It's the wall. All right, so let's turn the compression, delay, and the chorus off. We're going to use the overdrive pedal now, and we're going to use this neck pickup. I'm going to scoop out the mid-range, and turn up the volume, and it'll sound kind of interesting, I think. Anyway, so you get the idea. Pretty heavy, thick Clapton Cream era sounding music. This would be the opposite. All the bass, all the treble taken out. Now we're going to turn down the overdrive just slightly. I'm going to use the middle position, which it means both these are on right now. Anyway, you get the general idea. It's got a really nice kind of reminds me of like the Gretsch or like an older sounding humbuckers. Really nice sound to it. And this is in the middle position. It's a really probably my favorite position on the entire guitar. We can also get that classic Telecaster middle sound. about everything. Oh, one other thing, almost forgot. So this mid-range scoop. Another thing I found out accidentally was if I turned down the volume just slightly, activated the afterburner, and turned this mid-range scoop down, put it in the middle position. Depending on where I put this knob, I can make it more twangy, or I can make it more hollow sounding. I get a lot of that. I don't use it a lot, but occasionally I use it. It gives it a much more hollow-like tone. And I figured someone out there might be able to use that sort of sound. That might be the sound they're looking for. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I hope to have other videos in the future. I plan on doing a video about Stratocasters, kind of identifying them. If you have any questions, you can email me at parist1@hotmail.com, or you can find me on the Fender forum. I'm there pretty frequently, and I answer as many questions as I can. I'm much more knowledgeable on Stratocasters than I am Telecasters, but generally, if you have a question, I generally have an answer. I'm not an expert, but I don't claim to be. Thank you and have a great day.